Hello, welcome back to I Create For You. We have another ghost story today, and it's such a dreary Monday. This is going to be another restaurant one, and this one is going to be called, if I can find it, I Hear You Knocking. When I dined at Albuquerque's famous haunted Luna Mansion, I hoped to see a ghost. Of course, I always hope to see a ghost while researching, though I wonder whether my readers would believe me if I ever did actually see one. I worry they will cluck their tongues and shake their heads. How convenient that she just happened to see a ghost while looking for one. Still, I had my eyes peeled when I arrived right before dusk and circled the outside of the impressive columned mansion. I photographed it from every angle, and as I stood on the grass and stared at the back of the house, I tried to will the spirit of Josefita Altero to appear. No such luck. The big yard was eerily quiet, with not a soul in sight. Everyone was inside eating. I soon joined my friend, fellow writer, Sherry Eicher, at a window table in the elegant dining room, where paintings of the family who had once lived there adorned the walls. As we ate, we queried our waiter, who told us that he had once seen the mansion's ghost. It was Josefita, he told us. She was on the staircase. With permission to enter the kitchen, I found several chefs busily chopping and stirring. Have any of you ever seen the ghost? I asked, after explaining that I was writing a book. No, one of the chefs replied, but something strange just happened. Someone knocked on the door. He pointed to the kitchen's back door. When we opened it, no one was there. It happened twice in the last half hour. At first I thought they were pulling my leg, but they were all insistent that they had indeed heard knocking and that before tonight this had never occurred. How odd, I thought, that this would happen around the time that I had been circling the building. Was the Luna Mansion ghost aware of my quest? Was this her way of accommodating me? It seems that she wanted her existence known. A waitress who was bustling by with a pitcher of water stopped to tell me about the night a couple asked her about the ghost. I told them I don't believe in the stories about the ghosts, she said, and then, when I started to walk away, something strange happened to the man at the next table. His plate flipped. Everyone had stopped eating and stared at the plate full of fine cuisine, now inexplicably turned upside down in front of the bewildered diner. Had the resident ghost flipped the plate? It wasn't the type of behavior expected of Josefita. Josefita Mandersfield Otero, affectionately known as Pepe, once lived in the home. A talented gardener and painter, she was a creative and kind soul. She was not the type to flip someone's dinner. Perhaps her spirit simply did not want to be dismissed. The mess was whisked away, and a new meal was brought to the diner. The waitress never again doubted the ghost's existence. The staff at Luna Mansion told us about the time when a manager's young child was upstairs alone. Later, she told her father that a nice lady read me a story. When the child spotted a painting of Josefita, she exclaimed, "That's her! That's the lady who read to me." If you have any doubts about ghosts, consider a visit to the Luna Mansion restaurant. At the very least, you will have a wonderful meal. And if you're really lucky, you may catch a glimpse of Josefita. And this is what she looks like. Let me see, make sure you can see her. That's her. Alrighty. So, I have no idea what I am going to draw, except maybe I will draw something really weird. I'll do it this way. I have this in my head, but to get it down on paper is going to be really tricky. So, you probably won't even guess what I'm drawing, but it's worth it, I guess, just to try to draw it. And we're going to be looking at it like we were a drone. All right? So, that's how we're going to do it. Let me see. This is the right angle here. Let me get it going down here. Get it to go the right way here. All right. I think you can guess what how I'm getting something drawn here. This is all from my head because I didn't bother printing out any reference photo at all. But this is what I'm going to do. Here, let me get this right here. My lines are not straight tonight, I'll tell you what. This is a big guess at how I'm going to do this, but so this is the chef who's opening the door, and he's not saying anything. So I'm gonna just give him one of these kind of looks on his face, like, oh, what was that? Was that a? And they always do the famous hello. My husband wants to know why people do that. When they're out there exploring or whatever and they hear a noise and they're not sure what it is, and it's pitch dark and you can't see a dang thing except for what your flashlight shows you, which might be minimal, and they go, hello? Can anybody answer his question as to why you would say hello? And give that person or whatever it may be out there your location. So here it is. This is our lovely, and I'll do her on this side maybe. Somehow. I'm just going to just draw a ghost figure. This was just completely unplanned. I'm going to make her happy. Boy, she's an ugly looking ghost, isn't she? Maybe I'll just redefine her just a little bit. I'm going to make this just a little bit better. Man alive. See, that's what I mean. I did not have any kind of guess as to how I was going to draw this. She's a little angry woman. But she didn't have she didn't have long hair. So we're going to give her some short hair. and maybe make her look a little bit better than what I did before. You know, she is a ghost, so she's knocking on knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, right. Don't quit my day job. I hear ya. And there she is in all her glory, heckling. She's heckling the people. She's heckling the people inside the restaurant there. That was the best I could come up with. I didn't have any reference photo, and I'm surprised I did pretty well with the door anyway. But yep, there she is. And the chef is like, "What the heck? There's nobody behind the door." And she's like, "I'm right here, but you can't see me. And your food sucks." No, she didn't say that. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. That was an interesting story, and it was a short one at that. But you know what? If someone's gonna ask you, and you're working in a haunted restaurant, you should know better than to say, "I don't believe in ghosts," just because you haven't experienced one, because it seems like they'll make a believer out of you yet. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the little funky sketch, the funny sketch, and the story, and my little lapse in humor. Please stay happy, healthy, stay dry if it's raining where you are. I mean, these rains are horrible today. Stay safe, stay creative, stay creepy, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much. And I shall see you Wednesday. Bye-bye for now.